All right.
All right.
What name would you like me to use?
I mean, my name's Alicia. Everybody calls me Maxwell just because people, this is a really true story, people cannot say Alicia. I'm like, Maxwell, nobody messes up. Nobody.
I want these things a little differently. Where do you want to start with your story?
So, with my story, it starts when, in 2004, I went to federal prison for 9 years for drugs. And I had got out in 2013. And I was just living my life, and then I smoked cigarettes, and I had gotten lung cancer. And when they told me that I had small cell lung cancer, stage 3, that I had about 4 months to live, and if I didn't do treatment, and I had about a year if I did. And so I didn't feel sick, I didn't feel anything, but I didn't quit smoking cigarettes, and I just went on with my life, but I did do my treatment. But I couldn't deal with the reality that I was gonna die in a year, and even with treatment. So I just turned to drugs, and I used to just get high every time before I went to treatment. Every day and they never checked me for drugs. They checked me for everything but drugs. I guess they figured if you're dying, they don't care. So, but once my treatment was over and I still lived, then I was addicted to drugs because I was doing them every day, and I didn't know how to not do them anymore. So I was planning on moving to Tennessee, and so I packed up everything, and I was gonna move there, and I was gonna quit doing drugs, and on my way, I got pulled over. And I went to prison for possession. And then in 2023, in December, I got diagnosed with bone cancer. And I didn't turn to drugs, I turned to God. And then they released me in May. So in December, I got diagnosed with bone cancer, December 19th. And then I had to have another test done in March. I had to go back to the hospital. So I went there, and then they released me in May. But 2 days before I got released, I got my PET scan done. And so I came here and went to the renewal program. And I remember I was out here and I was going to work readiness, and Melissa came up to me and she said, "You don't have cancer." And I said, "Excuse me?" And she said, "You don't have cancer." And I said, "I don't know what you mean." And she said, "Your oncologist called, and your MRI came back, or your PET scan had came back, and you no longer have cancer." And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have a great day today. So I realized that going through this process, that built my faith a lot. I don't have to turn to the world. I don't have to turn to drugs. I can literally turn to God, and He will either solve my problem or He will be with me through my problem. I have changed dramatically over the 9 months that I was here because my faith has grown. I now have Jesus at the center of my life, where before Jesus was more of an afterthought. Like if something bad happened, I'm gonna pray about it. Or I would pray at God, not to God. I didn't have a relationship with God. I had a relationship with myself, and sometimes I talked to God. Now I want Jesus to always stay at the forefront of my mind. I have a relationship with Him. I mean, I talk with Him, not at Him. I don't think about things the way I used to. I now can, I literally have a deep-rooted, unshakable faith that I never thought I would have. I don't worry about things because I believe that all things work out for the good of those who love God, who are called according to His purpose. And I do believe that God knows the plans He has for my life, and they are to prosper. So with that, whatever trials or tribulations I go through, I'm not worried about them. I literally know that God's gonna be with me through it all. It's not gonna be perfect in life, and I'm not gonna have, an amazing, perfect, joyful, I'm going to have a regular life with God at my side. So I don't have to freak out. I don't have to, feel like I'm alone, because I'm not. And that's what I got out of this program.